All right, very good. So the first conversation here, we are going to jump into our breakout room and discuss these, these questions right here. So first, let's read these opinions together, then I'll explain, and then you can speak. So Nico, can you read number one? Oh, I think you're on mute, Nico.
I love classic paperback books. I like to write notes in them.
Nice. Nice. So here the key word here is paperback. So this is a book format. This is the traditional format with a paper books, paperback books. Okay, great. And what about Vadim, number two?
I think ebooks are the best. It makes reading cheaper.
Good. So ebooks, it's electronic books. Okay, so it's another book format, right? Where you can get a Kindle or you can read on your computer or on your phone or on a tablet. Those are ebooks. All right, very good. And Lucia, what about number three?
I prefer audiobooks. They're great for my long drive to work.
Good. It's audiobooks, right? That's where you listen to them. You don't read it, you listen to it. Okay, so here you're going to join your partner and you're going to decide whose opinion do you agree with the most and why? Is it Earl, Shay, or Robert? What book format do you prefer? And can you think of other advantages of each book format? So for example, this advantage here is that it's cheaper. This one is you can write notes. This one, it's good, it's practical because you can listen to it while you're at the gym, while you drive to work, while you walk around. Right? And also, what are some disadvantages of each format? Some bad things. Okay, so that is it, everyone. And let's jump into our breakout room. Okay, so let's create. Does everyone have the document? Yeah. Okay, good. So let's jump into our breakout room.
What's your favorite book or activity?
As for me, favorite books are the paperback books. Because I like to read paper books since my childhood, and I don't like to read e-books because it's not normal for me. But sometimes I like audiobooks. I'm in a long travel in the car.
Okay. Yeah, maybe instead of a long travel, you say a long trip.
Long trip.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Because you keep and you have all the documents, no? If you write them, you have the documents written.
If you have the book, the paperback book, you can write on it. That's true.
No, I never write in the books.
Oh, you don't?
No, right.
But I can afford it to do different notes on the paper. Maybe from my childhood, because in my childhood the books were very expensive, and it was a wealth for us. And yes, and it was my turn to
You are like my husband. My husband doesn't like to write notes. And I will remember something. I put a piece of paper inside the sheet. Oh shit! Oh, how to say no sheet? Sheet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And put the other thing. But for me, I think for me, I prefer to ebooks because for the pronunciation, it's better.
So but what format? Electronic books or paperback books? Hi, Lucas.
Hi.
Electronic books.
Electronic books, okay.
And I prefer.
About audiobooks. Listen to the book.
But what's your question?
Do you ever listen to the books, like audio books?
Yes, not very frequently, but I like to hear because it's for the pronunciation, because this is better for write, no?
Right.
Because you talk every time when you know someone, you talk.
Exactly.
For me, it's better.
It's the best. Okay, good. And Lucas, we're talking about book formats. So we have classic paperback books, ebooks, or audiobooks. Which format do you prefer?
Normal paper books.
The paperback. So we say paperback books.
Paperback books. Okay.
Why?
Paperback books.
Why do you prefer these classic books?
It's nice to have something in hand and the possibilities of the turned pages. It's nice. It's nice. Just take it.
Really?
And no spirit, but feel.
Feeling the smell.
The smell, yes. The smell of the books. It's also different. New one, old one, archive one.
Interesting. Very good. So now you're going to everyone. So Vadim, Laura, and Lucas, you can think advantages of each one: paperbacks, ebooks, and audiobooks, and disadvantages of the same: paperbacks, ebooks, and audiobooks. Okay, so everyone shares one advantage and disadvantage of each. Okay, I will check in with the other group.
Okay.
Those books I can read like every day as movies. So if it's like some story, romance, thriller, I'm not interested to read that more times. So probably I would never buy that book or keep it in my place. But others I like to read more times. So yeah, I like paper books, back books more.
Paperback books.
For me, I don't agree because I created a habit, like a little habit, because when I use ebooks, or I don't know, sometimes I need something notes in my phone or something like that, and or Kindle, of course, when I use it, and I create a little habit that when I wake up in the morning, I read in 20 minutes, half hour at that book, because I have always my phone at my pocket, so I can everywhere I want to go, everywhere I will be. You have every time you have your book with you, and it's much more easier for me, for myself.
Which phone you're using? Like you have a nice battery.
Which phone? It's an old version. 2021 FE Fan Edition.
Wow. Okay.
It's an old version. It's about 3 years old.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I agree. You know, I also I like the feeling of the paperback books, but ebooks are so easy. I have like 80 books on my Kindle, and it's a tiny little. It's this big, this thin, and it's like more space than all of my bookshelves, and I can get them for free, you know, on Z Library.
What about your library behind you? How much books do you have there?
Not that many, maybe like 40. So I have a few up there and a few here. So maybe like, yeah, 30 maybe.
Yeah, okay.
But
I don't like it. I don't like it because you never know if you read that twice or no, and because for me I don't run any danger of being a library. I don't want it.
I see.
So
I see.
I go on a resale store. I go to a resale store, a reselling shop, or refurbished store, or something like that. Online, you have many options there, and I resell the book and get some money from that, and I uh, buy there is a new second-hand book, and so I don't waste money. And as I said, I don't run any danger of being a library in the future.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, great. Great. So let's talk about some advantages and disadvantages of each format. So maybe Lucia, you can choose one format and talk to us about the advantages and disadvantages of it.
Okay, for example, for ebooks, like as you said, you can have any of them. They can be free. You can get them easily. Nico said that you can like read it anytime if you have it on your phone and you carry your phone anywhere that where you go. So it's much, I would say, like practical. But I tried ebooks, and for me, I get tired reading it. My eyes start to like, I would not say hurt, but when you're looking at the screen for a long time, like it's harder than to read a paperback book. So I'm always for a paperback book, but like if I need to read something on my iPad, of course.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's true for the eyes, especially. Yeah, the blue light from the iPad or the phone, it can have an effect on the eyes. It's true. Okay, great, great, Lucia. And Nico, maybe you can talk to us about the positives and negatives of audiobooks, maybe.
Audiobooks.
Are not so good so today, and for this the audiobooks is very useful for me
Oh, yeah.
because
Yes.
my eyes aren't
They don't get tired.
it's not tired. Yes, yes, it's
Tired.
very tired
Depends.
to listen to books and for eyes, and the audiobooks is very useful for this. It's a big advantages.
Great, great, great. And let's welcome who just arrived. Sonia, how are you today?
Hi, thank you. I'm sorry for being late. I didn't see the time. That's
No
why.
problem. So maybe let's ask Sonia a question that's connected to the topic. So Laura, you want to ask Sonia a question?
I asked Sonia already. I asked what did she prefer
What format?
format that, and he told me the audiobooks.
Audiobook.
No, I don't. I didn't say. I said no. I said a classic paper book.
So paperback.
Oh, paper. But if you're driving, say you drive, that three things is very important. No,
When you drive, it's not time to listen. It's not time
because
to.
you can crash. You can crash.
You have be concentrated in the driving.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. And let's ask Vadim. So Vadim, what are some disadvantages of the audiobook?
Disadvantages of audiobooks. I don't know what the disadvantages.
Or maybe other advantages. So just what are the advantages of the audiobook?
Advantages is Lucas told your eyes usually are not tired when you are hearing this, and it is very very very
Okay, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. So let's ask a couple people to share something from their conversation. And Vadim, can you finish what you were saying? You said audiobooks are very
excited. It's you hearing is because usually audiobooks because the texts of audiobooks read as professional writers, and their voice is very nice, very pleasant, and it's very nice to hear him or her.
It's very pleasant, very pleasant. Yes, good sound, good quality. That's
Yeah.
true. That's a very good advantage of audiobooks. And let's ask Lucia from the other group. So Lucia, what was a highlight from your conversation?
Okay, so me and Nico talked about our favorite format of a book, and I agreed with everything that Nico said. We are like different, and everything has like its own favorite format. Nico said that his is ebooks because it's more practical. For me, is paperback book because I like to have something that I like to read because I like to read it more times, and I feel like it's strange, but it's a better feeling when I have a book in my hands. So I don't know how to explain it, but it's different.
No, that's true. That's true. It's the feeling of the book and the action of turning the page.
Yeah.
Know, sometimes seeing how much you read, like, ooh,
yeah,
30%.
A little excitement reading a book.
Right, right. Yeah, and I also like giving it to someone because it's very easy to be like, hey, this is a great book. Here you go.
Yeah.
A friend or family member. So those are some benefits. Very good. So next conversation, we're going to talk about our reading habits. Now, some people read, some people don't. So this is why we have two options here. You will ask your partner this question: how often do you read books? If your partner says often or sometimes, then you ask these: 1, 2, 3. If your partner says, no, I never read books, or I very rarely read books, that's almost never, then you will ask this. Okay, so just pronunciation. Is this media? How do you pronounce this?
Media.
Media. So a lot of people say media. Not media, it's media. Okay, so what type of media? So there's a lot of different kinds of media.
Media do you prefer in
TV or podcasts, the radio. Okay. And good. So this is the next conversation. Okay, and Araceli is just joining. Welcome, Araceli.
Hi, David. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. Welcome to class.
Thank you.
Great, everyone. So let's join our next partner here, and we can have this conversation. All right, so join your partner.
Hi, Nico. Espérame. Yeah. Nico. Nico, how are you? You here? No, I swear.
Mike.
No, I can hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm fine as usual. And you?
Fine. Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. Ada, you can ask Nico the question. How often?
Part two. How do you like about reading?
Or well, no. So it's well. First, you need to ask the first one is how often.
How often do you read books? Okay. How often do you read books?
I would say something between sometimes and often.
Okay.
For myself, it's enough.
Okay. So every day you read a little bit, or a few times a week.
Yes, I read a little. I read a little bit.
Good, good, good. Can you tell us more or less how long you read?
How long? In time, because sometimes, yes, approximately 20 minutes and a half hour, and I think between 10 and 20 sides, 20 pages.
Oh wow. Okay, nice.
Yes.
And then Laura, you can ask Nico this question right here.
Okay. Nico, what did you like about reading?
I like about reading, especially that my brain can switch off and deal with something outside the world. That is,
What do you mean? Like you like the trips or what else?
yes, I like it. I like it when I read. I like it when my brain can stop again.
Oh.
When I like about reading that my brain can switch off and deal with something outside the world. Like, yes.
Yeah. So did you understand, Laura? His brain
Yes.
turns off, it switches off.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
So he can
Yes.
like escape.
You get
Escape.
yes, I stay calm and I getting comfortable and
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
Oh,
let all
Same,
problems fly away.
Great.
I should be. I should be
Great.
the
And
same.
next question, Ara.
When do you read?
Um,
Okay.
the most of the time in the morning. It's like a little habit. When I wake up at, I don't know, 6 o'clock more in the morning, I wake up and read 20 minutes
Mhm.
and sometimes when I feel sad.
Okay. Okay. Good. Good. Nice. And the last one. So, Laura.
How do you find new books to read?
Mm, Usually I go in a library, look at something that looks interesting, read the little shortcut, and when I'm still interested in that book, I look if I can get it on Kindle.
Kindle.
And when I try, when I can get there a free sample, I try it, and if I'm still interested in that book, I buy it.
Good.
Oh, good.
Good. And now, Nico,
Fine.
you can ask both of them now. Ask this. So there's Laura and Ara in the same call there. So you can ask both of them the questions if you want. Okay.
Yes, okay.
Go ahead.
If there is something in the book that I don't understand, also I need to like be focused to I don't know, I sometimes Google it or translate it for me, so because it's not so easy to read the book in English because they're using some words that I cannot understand.
Yes, and you have to investigate what it means, right?
Yeah. Nice. Good. And Lucia, you want to ask, are you done with the questions or where are we?
Well,
Yes.
Sonia said that she doesn't like to read books. I asked her if she likes to read something similar like newspapers. But like she said that she likes more to spend her time outside with her friends and family, which I understand. Like
I like to read. I like, but I don't. ¿Cómo se dice? No me doy el tiempo.
You can say that. You can say it. Try to find a way to say it. So
I don't spend time. No.
Yeah, or I don't just simplify it. I don't have time for it.
I have time, but I prefer to do another things that I don't give time to read. That's the way.
It's not your priority, so
yes, I do another things but I would like to give time to read. Really, I know, because I know that it's good to read.
Good. So, Sonia, very good. So, I don't make time to read.
I don't make time to read.
Okay, so that's good. But so just remember, Sonia, if you get blocked, don't go to Spanish, but just simplify the idea. Right? Can't say I don't make time to read, just say I don't have time, or I don't give time, or
And the correct is to say that don't make time to read, right?
yes, you don't make time. Do you consume other types of media, other like TV, movies, radio, podcasts? Wow.
No, sometimes when I'm cooking, I put, for example, I like a channel in the radio that give the news. The name is Imagen Informativa is the name of the channel. And you can, I like to hear what happened in the world, in Mexico, in the world. I like sometimes, but no, I like to hear music too.
Good, good, good. And so, Lucia, how do you find new books to read?
Mostly it's like a recommendation. So well, my family and my friends already know what kind of books I like, but sometimes like I also find it on social media. So I first try like to Google it and just to see what it is about, the reviews. So that's how I go to a bookstore, to the bookstore, and just buy it. But all of my books that I have here in my apartment are for like self-improvement.
Oh, wow.
So that's why I like to read them more than once.
Right. It's true. Do you have a favorite one?
Right now I'm reading A Woman Who Loved Too Much. So I think it's a nice book, but maybe, I don't know, favorite one, maybe Tony Robbins.
Oh. All right, everyone. Great. Let's two people, some feedback from a couple of people. So let's see. Lukas, tell us about Vadim. What did he say? Oh, Lukas, are you here?
Yes, I hear you now.
Okay, so
I don't heard the first part. Sorry.
Oh, Lukas, what did your partner tell you? What did Vadim say?
Vadim tell very nice things. He loves to read the books on the car when they with her with her wife.
His wife.
His wife are going to the cottage, and during this on this way, the wife is driving, and Vadim is reading the book. Yeah. I think it's a very nice situation, very polite, no polite, nice situation. I think it's a good habit.
Very good, Lukas. Very good. And Araceli, what did your partners tell you?
Nico reads book in the morning. He prefers to read in the morning for 20 minutes. Depends. And Laura prefer the e-books because she likes to listen the books, and she prefers to listen to the books, and she prefers to looking for information in your phone.
Yeah.
And what else? I prefer the paper books because I like to feel the paper, and I prefer to feel the books, no e-books. Sensitive.
Right. Okay. Good, everyone. So next one. Okay, some vocabulary connected to books. All right. So what do you call, look at this right here. What do you call the person who writes the book?
Writer. Writer.
Not the writer, but the
Author. The author.
Author.
Now you could say the writer, it's okay, it's understandable, but the best one is the author. What do you call, for example, if it's fantasy, romance, action?
The book genre.
Yes. So this one is, it's the French pronunciation, it's genre.
Genre.
Yeah,
Book
genre.
genre.
Genre. That's the type. Action, science fiction. That's okay, good. Next one. What do you call, for example, the people in the story? Not the author, but the people.
The characters.
The characters. Good. The characters. Okay. What's another word for like the story? The story.
Plot.
Good. The plot. The plot is the story. What happens? What happens? Okay. And then the front part, what you see with the picture and the design.
The book cover.
The cover. Nice. Okay. And then this one I think is pretty easy. The style of writing, how they write. Okay. So here you're going to say, you're going to look at these and which ones are very important for you, which ones are not important. So 1 is not important. 5 is very important. So for example, you go here and you with your partner and you say, okay, for me, the book cover is not too important. 2, the author is very important. Number 1, the book genre is very important. Number 1, the plot, very important. You know, etc. So which, and you can also explain why. Why?
Yes. The plot is the same, the theme.
Yeah, the story.
Okay.
The story, what happens?
It's something like the argument.
Argument?
No. The plot is just basically what happens in the story. Like a man meets a woman. He falls in love with a woman. The man goes to war. The woman finds another man. Like that's the plot. It's the story. Right? The story. It's the same thing. Okay? The plot. Good. Okay, so you're going to do that. How important is each element? And also do the preview question. Can you name a few well-known or famous books? So just make a list. What are some well-known or famous books? Some modern ones, some classic ones. And what do people like about these books? So you can say, for example, I don't know, Dracula, for example, it's a classic one. Why do people like it? Okay, or Tom Sawyer, it's a classic. Right. So just to make a list and talk about famous books, recent book and modern books. All right, everyone. So let's see, let's join our next partner right here. Very good, very good. And this works. This works right here. So join your partner.
Hi, Lucia.
Hi,
Hi.
Lukasz. Are you fine? Okay.
Yes, I'm fine today. And I am free time for English and for you.
Finally.
That's good.
I'm happy now. And
Okay.
what is it important for you?
Well, for me, I don't care about the book cover. I care about the book genre. I care about the plot and the style of writing.
And
So,
what's important for you?
What is it, the number one? The most important
the book genre.
genre.
That's number 5.
Yeah.
The most important. Okay.
Yes, the most important.
Okay.
If something is not interesting for me, I can like read it for 5 years and I will not be done.
I see. So the book genre is the most important. Yeah. That makes sense. And Lucas, what about for you? Which one is your most important element?
It's very difficult to see, to say, but maybe the plot.
Plot. And why?
Because some plot is interesting for me or not. And when the style of writing is well, but the plot is bad,
Right.
it's bad.
Right. That's true. That's very true. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
But it's necessary to have more things together.
Right. I understand. It's a combination.
Combination is very important.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So
For me, it's the author isn't very important. It's good for when you have a lot of things to take it. It could help you, but sometimes new author it's very good, and the book is very nice.
Okay, great. And so, Lucia, after the book genre, what are some other ones what's the next?
I would also say like the plot, because if the story becomes interesting during the time, then that's also important. Like maybe the author, but like because some authors are really famous, so they always do some like interesting books. Other things, book cover, I don't care about book cover. If the inside is not okay, then who cares about outside?
Right. And are the characters important for you? Do you get into the characters or?
Well, for example, when I read Harry Potter, yes, I've imagined those characters in my head, but I don't like to do that because when I see the movie, then I get disappointed. Oh, it's not how I imagined that. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's true.
And everything is so different. And when you read the book and when you watch the movie, they cannot put everything in the movie. So it's so like strange and different from what you have imagined during the book reading. So it's hard, like that disappointment that you get when you go to the cinema. It's hard.
Yeah, that's right. The personal imagine is much interesting, much more interesting than you have some movie when is or everything is done.
So the imagination.
Yeah, imagination is much better.
Good. So now we can think of famous books. So now think of famous books and why do people like them? All right. So I will check in with another group. So continue here.
True, because what? Basically about The author is important because when you like the style of the author is very important because you looking for all the books that this author.
That is author.
Because for example, my partner, my worker partner, she likes the style writing of Stephen King, and she has written all the books about this author.
Really?
For her, it's very important the author.
Wow.
And the style writing.
And
my husband has a lot of books.
Sorry, one question, Sarah, Laura, to you. Have you read the books of the John Grisham?
John
What?
Grisham.
No.
Or Lord.
In my time, I wrote all his books.
John Grisham.
Very nice books about lawyers. He was a lawyer too in his young years, and after he became a writer. And all his life he writing about lawyers. It's a very attractive and very nice books.
Yeah.
And because first you need
I recommend you as lawyer.
the book attraction you. For Laura is very important the cover. No, the plot. Only she looks the cover, the cover, the book. No, the plot. The number one is plot, and then the second one is cover. And the three.
This is the ones. John Grisham. He's for lawyers. It's a very good.
John Grisham. Okay.
For lawyers. Because all the books are about law.
There are a lot of films on his plots. For example, The Firm, The Time to Kill, and another.
That's right. Yeah, The Firm is this one. Time to Kill.
I never
associate, yes.
Hear about it. No, pero Eden y no es. ¿Cómo se dice?
I've never read them. I've never read them.
Read them. Written about this author.
Okay. So so maybe you can say I've never heard of this.
I've never heard about this author.
I recommend you to read these books because they are very attractive, and it is reading very simple in English. It's yes, it's very good English in this, and you can find different legal sentences, positions, and it's because he was a lawyer, as I told you.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, I've read.
It's very good for law practice. Yes,
it's true. It's true. Yeah, I've read a few of them. I read The Pelican Brief. I read The Firm, and I agree with Vadim. Great,
David.
Great book.
I have my private library is very full, and my husband doesn't read again. You know, he likes to see all the books, but maybe I think I'm going to give to the jail people because I have a friend who very por semana, how do you say?
Weekly.
It's weekly visit in jail for the people, and they like to read books. I'm going to send the book because when I die, never mind, and then the people like you to read that.
Right.
I'm going to send.
Going to donate your
Donate.
library.
In the jail. ¿Cómo se dice los que están en la jail?
Criminals.
Ay,
So I'm going to donate. I'm going to donate my books to criminals.
To criminals. Oh,
wow.
But Barry is sure.
Okay, so now we're going to do our comprehension. Listening.
Our what?
Listening comprehension. Okay, we're going to put you on mute, okay? Just everyone. We're going to listen to, we're going to watch this movie, or not movie, just video here. And we have six people, and each one of them is going to share their favorite book. So here we have, Jackson telling there. Jackson, Adam, and Morgan. So two people here. Lloyd, Bill, Robert, and Caden. And these are the books, or these are, the words that are missing here. All right, so pay close attention to the name of the person, and what book they say. So for you to organize yourself, the best is to have a piece of paper, and then write down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the piece of paper, and just write, the missing words or the initials. If writing is too much, you, instead of writing Laws of Power, just put LP. Hollywood Prince is HP. Hunger Games is HG. Okay, so that's one strategy, because they're speaking quickly and you want to catch it. So let's watch this. Okay, first part, and then we will check answers, and then we will watch the second part. So here you want to, okay, so let me share my screen and we can watch together. Okay, so what are the, all right, so let's see, 1 minute.
My favorite book. That's a very loaded question.
Oh man, that's a hard one.
My favorite book has to be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Jackson, the name here?
Sure.
Probably the Hunger Games series, because it has to do with things blowing up and people dying.
The whole Hunger Games series. I'm not like a violent person or anything, but it's so descriptive and just awesome.
My favorite book has to be Confessions of a Hollywood Prince.
Lloyd?
It's just a wonderful book about early Hollywood. Something I've been reading lately is Quotable Einstein. It's a book of things that Einstein said.
The 48 Laws of Power. It's a book about how you can understand what power is all about.
My favorite book is The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. It's about Greek mythology. Dan Stevens by Cheryl Berg.
Okay, so one more time, this first part, I'll pause a little bit. I'll pause for 5 seconds each time when they speak, okay?
My favorite book. That's a very loaded question.
Oh man, that's a hard one.
My favorite book has to be Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. For sure.
Probably the Hunger Games series, because
Adam?
It has to do with things blowing up and people dying.
The whole Hunger Games series. I'm not like a violent person or anything, but it's so descriptive and just awesome.
So that was Morgan right here. Morgan.
and just awesome.
My favorite book has to be Confessions of a Hollywood Prince.
It's Lloyd.
It's just a wonderful book about early Hollywood. Something I've been reading lately is Quotable Einstein.
Lloyd also. Here, same guy, Lloyd.
Book of things that Einstein said.
The 48 Laws of Power.
Robert.
It's a book about how you can understand what power is all about.
My favorite book is The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. It's about Greek mythology.
Caden. Okay. Lost Hero.
Hero by Rick Riordan. It's about Greek mythology. Fancy.
Okay, so go with your partner here just for one minute and share your answers if you caught them. If you didn't catch it, no worries. I will give you the answer in just 1 minute. Okay, so
it's too fast. It's too fast for my intelligence. It's too fast. Sorry.
Well, don't worry. Don't worry. Just do the best that you can. Do the best that you can. All right. So let's see. And great. So join your partner to check the answers.
Nope, I don't want.
All right, so let's check. Which ones did you catch? So Vadim, which is one book that you caught? What number and what's the name of it?
What book?
So did you catch one of the names?
Which of the name? Chamber of Secrets. It's Harry Potter and Chambers of Secrets.
Good. Okay, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. And Lucia?
Second one is The Hunger Game.
Good.
Hunger Game.
Yeah, great.
Short Confessions of don't remember.
Did you catch that one, Lucia?
Of Hollywood Prince.
Hollywood, yes, Hollywood.
Good. Hollywood Prince.
And next one, be quotable. Einstein.
Good. Einstein, yes.
Einstein.
Good. And Lucia, next one?
Robert said the 48 laws of power.
Okay, good. And last one, Vadim.
Last Hero by Riordan.
The Lost Hero. Nice. Now, have you heard of any of these books, Lucia?
Yes, I've heard of Harry Potter. I've heard of Hunger Games. Maybe this quotable Einstein, but I'm not sure. And the other ones I've never heard. I've never heard of.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. And Vadim, what about you?
I know only Harry Potter and nothing more.
Okay. Okay, nice. And so maybe Lucia, have you read any of them?
Yes, Harry Potter, of course. The Hunger Games, I only watched the movie. And also, I don't know about this quotable Einstein, like for real. I know that I watched some movie about Einstein, but I'm not sure if that's the same one.
I see. Okay, everyone.
No, I don't know.
If you don't know, don't worry. I have the answers for you. I have the answer.
Okay.
So check your
Harry
answer.
Potter. Okay. Esa sí la tenemos bien. Harry Potter.
You got
Jason.
one correct. Yes.
La Hunger Games, sí, la de Hunger Games.
Hunger.
Adam and Morgan. Thronos.
They like the Hunger Games. So
Es Hunger Games. No es Thronos of, ¿quién sabe qué es? No. Es Hunger Games.
Okay, good. So very good. Check these right here. Did you get them right? All right. And the second part. Now here, we're going to correct these mistakes. But first, we are going to read the sentence and then, you're going to find what the word, what the mistake is. And then you will correct the word that goes here. All right. So let's see. Maybe Lucas, can you read number one?
Number one. Brooke Monet said Dork Diaries is about your author beauty?
So outer
beauty.
And what is the mistake? This is inner. So this is the example. Okay, so this is to show you. So each one of these sentences, this we will watch. This is the mistake, and the correction is inner. So here, number two, this is the mistake.
Sorry, David. The correct phrases is about your inner beauty.
Yeah, in the video, she will say inner beauty, not outer beauty.
Okay.
So, but you read it correctly. Don't worry. You didn't make a mistake. This is what it says, outer, but in the exercise, this is the mistake. This is the mistake, and this is the correct one. So you will find what the mistake is here, and you will write here the correct version. All right, so let's read the second one. Nico, number two.
Dash says, Wonder is about a kitten with a messed up face.
Very good. So it's not kitten. Which one? What is it going to be here? Okay, and Sonia, three. And you're on mute.
Yes. Rachel says the road is riding in
first. Just read it. First person.
First person. Sorry.
And then in the video, you will find what she said when you watch. Okay, next one, Vadim, 4.
Victoria says, Pride and Prejudice is a science fiction story.
So it's not science fiction, it's going to be something else. Very good. And Lucia, 5.
Michaela says The Fault in Our Stars has a sad ending.
Good. Very nice. And next one we have, let's see, maybe Araceli, 6. You're on mute.
Madison says the lucky one is so good and so cool.
Good. Okay, so she didn't say cool. She will say something else. What is it? So let's watch this. Okay? And let's watch this video and see what is interesting. Okay, here. So try to catch the mistakes.
This is by Cheryl Berg. My favorite book is... Why did I have to think of it? Diary of a Dork Kid right away. Dork Diaries, because it's about your inner beauty.
You see? Inner beauty. Not outer beauty, but inner beauty.
Inner beauty. Okay, number 2.
That's the example. Let's watch the next one.
About your inner beauty.
My favorite book has to be the 5 Ancestors series.
Wonder. It's about this kid who has like a messed up face.
Okay, try to find the mistake. Not a kitten.
It's kid.
kid who has like a messed up face. Avalon, A Web of Magic.
One of my favorite books was The Red Tent.
The Road by Cormac McCarthy. It's written in like this third person omniscient.
Third person.
Sorry?
Third
person. They're not first person, but third person.
Don't know the two main characters' name.
Catcher in the Rye. I really like the story. It's like a coming of age story.
The Outsiders. I just kind of feel like it's a little relatable.
My favorite book is Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. My very favorite book. Gone with the Wind, because she was so darling, just a natural, flirtatious little girl.
My favorite book is Looking for Alaska by John Green. I just really like the realisticness and like the bluntness of everything.
Pride and Prejudice. I think it's the quintessential love story.
The Fault in Our Stars. Most books have like some sort of like happy ending, but this one doesn't really give you closure and it's more realistic.
The Lucky One by Nicholas Sparks. It's so good and it's so cute. I'm such a hopeless romantic.
Good. All right. So did everyone catch all of them?
Sí, no, más o menos. More or less. Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see. So let's go. Let me actually I will show you the answers just because we only have 5 minutes and I want to do the conversation part. So these are the answers. If you didn't catch them, don't worry. Okay. So here. So this is the mistake. It's not outer, it's inner. It's not kitten, it's a kid.
Kid, third person.
First person, third person.
Happy. Romance.
It's not a fiction, it's a romance or love story. Not
happy and cute.
Happy and not cool.
Kitten.
Cute.
Kitten. Oh.
Cute. Okay.
Yeah. Cute.
For the last one.
Okay,
so I'll put it on mute. There, good. And here, so for this one right here, we're going to jump to page 4. These are the best ones for the conversation. All right, so you page 4, option B, right? You're going to choose what you want to talk about, right? So you could talk about your favorite book, your favorite author. So a book you started but didn't finish, right? If you don't read, some of you don't read, talk about a movie that you saw, right? Or a book you would choose to read if you started, right? Okay, so these are page 4, option B. It's the best one for conversation. Okay, so 5 minutes of discussing books and stories and media and things like that. Okay, so let's join our partner for this last one. Okay, so let's do this. And perfect. So, all right, everyone, join your partner for this discussion. So you can join. There we go.
But I'm not reading. I'm not reading. In this month, I try to listen to read the book, new one, and I read just 5 or 10 pages. And it was so bad that I don't finish them.
You didn't finish it. And why was it bad? Why was
it was about nothing.
Really?
Because what? What did you say?
There was a lot of think about space around the characters, a lot of details but mention of characters or the plot wasn't there.
Ooh, I see. No, so there was no plot.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. And maybe Sonia, what book would you recommend to a friend?
But I can recommend some book because I don't read. It's the bad thing.
Well, maybe the Bible?
Okay, the Bible. Yes, yes, yes. I recommend it 100% to read.
Why do you recommend the Bible?
Because it's not enough. If you, for example, if you are Catholic and go to the church only the Sundays, it's not enough to learn all the Bible because you have to read. It's super interesting. It's interesting to read it because you learn a lot about the history of God.
Good. And so not interessant, but interesting.
Interesting.
It's interesting. It's very interesting. And
interesting.
And Lucas, do you read the Bible regularly?
Yes. I try to read all, and I finished it. But now I read just part of this book.
Wow, nice.
And I bought a new one book. It's like it's in the Czech, but in English maybe the God doesn't work.
Wow.
I think it could be interesting, and maybe it could help me to speak with my children.
Wow, interesting. Very good. So maybe now, Lucas, you can ask Sonia a question about books.
Yes, of course.
Or movies.
I cannot even imagine that kind of life.
What can you tell about us from North Korea, David? She mentioned she had the book from about Kim Jong-un, about the North Korean culture, the kids, and something like that.
Wow.
But for us Europeans, it's unimaginable to think about some points because they don't have future. They don't. I don't know. They can't. They're living in a prison,
right.
in a global prison in this country area.
Yeah, I mean, I lived in South Korea, and I went to the border of North Korea, but North Korea is just like this mystery, right?
Yes.
It's like we don't know what's going on there.
Yeah.
We just don't know, like, what exactly is going on there. So maybe Lucia, what did you learn in this book? Tell us the most interesting.
No, I didn't start to read it, but when I see something that's interesting, like I have a lot of books. I have like here in the apartment maybe like 50 books, and also in Zadar I have a lot of books that when I read I just take them to Zadar so that they don't take a space here. But like I didn't read it, but I bought it just because as you said, it's a mystery life. Like I know that they cannot watch TV. I know that they have like a few channels. They don't have internet, so for me it's like a crazy life. I also know that there was one, I think, journalist from the States that was killed there when he tried to I think record something. So that was the time when I bought the book.
Yeah, I'll have to check it because it sounds
I will buy it. And I will talk.
All right, everyone. Great lesson today about reading and books. So,
okay.
So have a great rest of the week, everyone. I will see some of you on Friday. I will see some of you next week. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Take care.
Nicole.